First online town hall last night. From what I understand, it was very well attended, if you will. What surprised you the most about it?
Well, that we had 4,000 people on relatively short notice tune in, and it was pretty interactive. I hope they felt it was a little better than your straight telephone town hall where you don't get to really see the congressman. And I like the fact we're reaching out to folks that don't necessarily have a landline. You could be at the gym working out. You could be out to dinner. You could be traveling around. You pick me up on your iPad, your BlackBerry, your cell phone. It's pretty amazing to me.
What did they want to talk about?
Boy, we covered quite a range of topics. I was actually pretty impressed. We talked about the debt and deficit situation that our country is facing, and actually talked a lot about the different answers to that, the different aspects, from domestic spending, defense spending, the entitlement programs, tax reform. A lot of questions on education. Obviously, the budget crunch in Oregon, particularly on the state side, is really affecting our education system, and maybe a little glimmer of hope coming here from Washington, D.C. Talked about trade. We talked about the war. We talked about a whole host of issues. I think Oregonians are performed, frankly.
Well, let's talk about the budget a little bit, Congressman. Republicans say they're going to allow a clean up or down vote on raising the debt ceiling so they can watch it fail. How are you going to vote on that?
I'll probably vote against the clean vote, if you will, on the debt ceiling. I've told people in the district, this is no secret, I've been out about talking to folks for the last 5 months, and I think this is a great opportunity, perhaps our only opportunity, to put some real good fiscal constraints on what we do and make sure we get our budget balanced at the end of the day. I'm a big fan, generally, personally, of the Fiscal Commission's work. The commission was commissioned by the President, and it actually takes on all the issues, as I said, domestic, defense, tax, Social Security, Medicare, mandatory programs, and procedural reforms, just to make sure our Congress actually does the heavy lifting that folks at home expect us to do. So we're going to be pushing that, and I think that hopefully is part of the discussion we have as we get up against the debt ceiling here in August.
Vice President Biden says the real vote is going to be a package with $1 trillion in savings. So what do you want to cut first, and what do you want to protect?
Well, $1 trillion doesn't get us where we need to go. I think even the Vice President has said that's a down payment. What I want to see is an agreement that directs committees to hit certain benchmarks and savings in other areas. Make sure we still have Social Security. Make sure that we still have Medicare. It's not privatized. That's being discussed right now. Well, that's the wrong answer. But yeah, Medicare's got some problems. We got to make sure it's still there for the next generation. Similarly, our revenues are woefully below what they've been historically. There's no way you can balance this budget with just spending cuts. So I want to see some sort of revenue reform. I'm a big fan of the concept to eliminate all these tax breaks, and you can drop these rates dramatically and still have money to spend on the critical programs we want and pay down on the debt at the same time.